Welcome to NDTV News. I am Tariprido Ikidi. The highlights. Governor Doye Diri gets praise from Mr. Adamawa State counterpart for his developmental strides. Christians in Bayelsa observe Ash Wednesday that kickstarts season of Lent. Plus, Super Eagles coach announces 39-man provisional squad ahead of World Cup qualifiers. And now the details. The governor of Adamawa State, His Excellency Ahmadu Fintiri, has stated that Senator Doye Diri is delivering on his campaign promises and changing the narrative of Bayelsa State with a speed and precision that has never been witnessed before. Governor Fintiri stated this during the inauguration ceremonies for Road 1 and the new commissioner's quarters located in the new university. Government House correspondent George Ameli says both events were part of the Prosperity Government's 5th anniversary celebration. His report.
In the 5th anniversary of the Prosperity Administration continued on Wednesday, the Bayelsans apparently happy with the changing story of the state capital, trooping the inauguration venues, radiantly adorned to witness development happening right under their eyes. With population explosion equally hitting Bayelsa State, the Governor Doye Diri-led Prosperity Administration saw the need for a new city with modern infrastructure. It was the inauguration ceremonies of Road 1 and the new commissioner's quarters in the new Yenagoa City. Works Commissioner relayed the road's structure.
This road is one of the several carriage roads within the new Yenagoa City under construction that has been fully completed and ready for commissioning today. The road measures approximately 2.1 kilometers dual carriageway of 7.3 meters width on either side with a 2-meter shoulder on both sides of the driveway.
Governor Diri believes Bayelsans deserve the best and have been correspondingly blessed.
Nobody should deceive us that our environment is too difficult to develop. Our environment is one of the best. Yes, it is expensive to develop. We spend good money here. And the beautiful thing is that God has endowed this environment with everything that we need to develop this environment. Is it the sand? We have sand in our rivers. In River None here, there is enough sand. Even on our land here, there is enough sand. Is it the oil? Is it the gas? Name them. God has endowed a whole lot of natural resources on our land.
Governor Ahmadu Fintiri of Adamawa State posits that Bayelsa has a performing leader.
His Excellency Doye Diri is delivering on his campaign promises and changing the narratives of Bayelsa with a speed and precision that has never been witnessed before. The infrastructural campaign is mind-blowing, and anyone that provides something as important as infrastructure can be said to have provided greater things for the benefit of the greatest number. Whoever was in Yenagoa the years before, Diri will attest to the fact that the city is different today.
Of March in the year 2025, I have the honor and privilege.
Thereafter, a tour of the road was undertaken, including a tour of the new commissioner's quarters consisting of 40 units of 5-bedroom duplexes. From the new Yenagoa City, George Ameli reporting for NDTV News.
The Bayelsa State government has appealed to the people of Yenagoa and Ovom communities currently locked in a dispute over ownership of the land where the new 9-story secretariat is to be sited to sustain their age-long unity and peaceful coexistence. The Deputy Governor, Senator Lawrence Irujakwo, made the appeal on Tuesday at separate meetings with leaders and critical stakeholders of both communities in Government House, Yenagoa. Our correspondent, Blessing Nagadaga, has more.
Senator Irujakwo, in a statement by his senior special assistant on media, Mr. Dobra Atasi pointed out that there was no need for both communities to feud over the land, as government had acquired it for development purposes several decades ago. He noted that every land acquired by government with compensation paid becomes its property, stressing that all the communities lying within 50 kilometers radius from Yenagoa make up the Bayelsa State capital. While acknowledging the sacrifices made by the communities hosting the state capital, he assured that government would continue to protect their interests by performing its corporal social responsibility. Senator Erujakpo, however, warned that the present administration will not fold its hands and watch any community or group of persons cause crisis to disrupt the prevailing peace in the state for whatever reason. He particularly cautioned the youths of Ogun against the alleged unwholesome practices of going to ministries, departments, and agencies to demand a change in the letterheads and signboards of MDAs to reflect Ogun. In her remarks, the member representing Yenagoa Constituency 1 in the State House of Assembly, Honorable Ayebanengiefa Egba, expressed gratitude to the state government for its swift intervention and called on the community to embrace as brothers to foster development and progress. Others who spoke briefly at the two meetings include former technical advisor to the governor on conflict resolution, Chief Bomas Peroja, Honorable Maxim Fefea, Chief Kopul Anyamalem, Chief Stephen Abarimbote, and Chief Loveday Abarimbote. Top government functionaries in attendance were the Commissioner for Information, Honorable Ebiowu Koku Obiai, Commissioner for Marine and Blue Economy, Dr. Faith Izebenua, and many others. Blessing Agadaga, NDTV News.
The wife of the state governor, Dr. Gloria Diri, says the need to empower women and girls of the state with food processing skills heralded the establishment of the Bayelsa Food Hub by the United Nations. She stated this at the launch of the state-of-the-art food hub located in Kpanshia, Yenagoa, which is aimed at improving the livelihood of women. Correspondent Joy Ifidioka reports that the event also featured the distribution of cassava stems and other agricultural items to farmers. A report.
Speaking at the twin event of the launch of the state-of-the-art facility and distribution of cassava stems, 50-kilogram bags of fertilizers to 300 female farmers in the state, the wife of the governor, Dr. Gloria Diri, said the initiative will alleviate poverty, improve the technological advancement of female entrepreneurs, while underscoring the importance of the training of women in food processing, packaging, and exportation. In November 2024, the First Lady reminded the beneficiaries of the training scheme to put the knowledge gained to good use.
Thank God for in my days, we are able to bring United Nations to Bayelsa. And they did not just come, they came with a gift for Bayelsa women. And to Bayelsa youth, whoever is ready, we are doing business not on the things we do not know or we do not have. There are things in our market, in our rivers, in our backyards. So the women of Bayelsa, the time to stop sitting idle is over. The time to fold your hands and look for help is over. Now we have been given the net, not the fish. Take this net into the deep and fish out for yourself.
She, on behalf of the Bayelsa women, appreciated the efforts of the UN Women under the lead of Mrs. Beatrice Enyong, who is the UN representative to Nigeria and ECOWAS, for investing in the state, pointing out that since the 2022 floods, which devastated the state, it is only the UN Women who has come to the aid of Bayelsans through numerous sustainable development bids.
The UN Women Country Rep is here. We are once again sending our appreciation to her, the team, and her director up there.
Also speaking, the United Nations representative to Nigeria and ECOWAS, Mrs. Beatrice Enyong, explained that their intervention in the state was necessary to achieve Sustainable Development Goals 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, in line with the UN Women objectives for growth and well-being of women and girls.
We have not just focused on one group of women, we have touched different groups of women. We are going to have more foods in Bayelsa.
In his remarks, the State Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources, Professor Beke Sese, who lauded the siting of the project in Bayelsa, charged beneficiaries to make good use of the facility, added that the assured agenda of the Prosperity Administration is to boost food availability.
Once you put your mind to it. And that's why I'm more impressed that women have been trained to do that, and they are here. May I say congratulations to all of you.
The high point of the ceremony was the distribution of cassava stems and fertilizers through a pilot project in 4 local governments of the state, presentation of certificates to trained graduates, distribution of fertilizers to women, among others. While in attendance were the members representing Sagbama Constituency 2 and Yenegwa Constituency 1 in the State House of Assembly, Honorable Ebizi Indiomo Brown and Honorable Ayina Nengiyefa Egba. In Yenegwa, Joy Ifidi Oka, reporting for NDTV News.
Christians in Bayelsa State on Wednesday joined their counterparts in other parts of the country to observe Ash Wednesday, which marks the beginning of a 40-day fasting period, also known as Lent. In an interview with NDTV News in Yenagoa, some Christians explained the significance of Ash Wednesday and the Lenten season as celebrated by Orthodox churches. Correspondent Ebimieseya Apa tells us more.
Ash Wednesday signifies the beginning of Lent in Orthodox churches for a 40-day fasting period. Ash Wednesday falls 46 days before Easter, whereby on this Ash service, Christians participate in a symbolic ritual where ash is applied on their foreheads. Respondents who spoke with NDTV News explained the significance of the Ash Wednesday celebration.
It's a time of fasting and abstinence. It's a time that tells the people that time for fasting is a time we do almsgiving. It's a time to pray.
The first day of the Lenten season, the 40 days fasting and prayer.
They spoke further on how Orthodox Christians should conduct themselves during the Lenten period.
Try as much as you can to observe it because fasting strengthens the spiritual mind of a man.
It's a time of forgiveness. Time to show love to your neighbors, friends, well-wishers, and everybody.
Our respondents also gave their advice concerning individual health issues in the course of the fast.
But it has to do with health. If you know that your health will not permit you, maybe you are sick, or you are also patient, it's advisable not to fast.
Ash Wednesday has been in existence since the 10th century, and it was customary in Western Europe for all the faithful to receive ashes on the first day of the Lenten fast in the year 1091, as this custom was then ordered by Pope Urban II at the Council of Benevento to be extended to the church in Rome, which has been practiced till date. As the season reminds us that from dust we came, and to dust we shall return.
These ashes you are seeing on my face show that we are nothing. We come from dust, and dust we shall return.
Ashes like this is significant so that we are born, we are made of ashes and we are going back to the dust. We are made of dust.
Ebimesiya Apa reporting for NDTV News.
The Ijaw National Council and Ijaw Youth Council say they will resist any forceful attempt to remove the governor of Rivers State, Timileyin Fubara, from office. INEC, INC and IYC condemned the recent Supreme Court judgment, which reinstated the Rivers State House of Assembly, led by Martins Amaewule, and also sacked all elected local government chairmen in the state. The groups warned that threats of impeachment against Governor Fubara may lead to breakdown of law and order in the state, adding that if Governor Fubara is impeached, the Ijaw nation will be left with no other option than to shut down all the flow stations in the region. If you're just joining us, you're watching 90 Delta Television News. On the headlines, Governor Doye Diri gets praise from Mr. Adamawa State counterpart for his developmental strides. Christians in Bayelsa observe Ash Wednesday that kickstarts season of Lent. Still to come in the news, Super Eagles coach announces 39-man provisional squad ahead of World Cup qualifiers. Details of these and other stories after the break. Do stay with us.
Welcome to Niger Delta Television News and Current Affairs Department at the NSE Koli Media Complex here in Yanagwa, Bayelsa State.
One of NDTV's traditional objectives is to disseminate information with renewed vigor. We build teamwork for accountability, efficiency, and accuracy.
Our community reports, eyewitness accounts, current affairs discussions are detailed and competitive.
As NDTV reporters, undiluted report is our goal. We gather the news and bring it to you just as it is.
Our cameras are poised to get in the story behind the story in an in-depth news report.
Our new digital equipment are top-notch with clearer visuals and audio. NDTV is repositioned to serve you better.
Join us on the news every day at 7 a.m., 12 p.m. and our major bulletin at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 25 UHF. NDTV, crystallizing the vision.
Thanks for staying tuned. The news continues. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has reduced the pump price of petrol across its outlets in Nigeria to 860 naira. The change in price came few days after Dangote Refinery also announced a reduction in the ex-depot price of petrol. Dangote Refinery reduced the price of petrol from 890 naira per litre to 825 naira per litre. Meanwhile, the Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria said the recent petrol price reduction by Dangote and NNPC filling stations will help tame inflation. National President of Petron, Dr. Billy Gillis Harry, commended the NNPC for reducing its petrol price, describing the price cut as a bold move. Petron said the move is expected to alleviate the financial burden of Nigerians amid rising inflation, pointing out that the reduction in petrol price is expected to positively impact Nigerians in terms of decrease in transportation costs, making it easier for people to commute and transport goods. Petron also applauded Dangote Refinery for agreeing to refund 65 naira to retail outlets owners affected by price reduction. Pope Francis, who was admitted 3 weeks ago at Rems Gillis Hospital for a severe respiratory infection, is said to have had a restful night at the hospital. According to the Vatican, Pope Francis remains alert and has not experienced any episodes of bronchospasm, given his poor health. He will not be able to preside over Ash Wednesday celebrations, which mark the start of the Lenten season. Correspondent Victor Diaprie has details of these and other foreign reports.
According to reports, Pope Francis has been reconnected to a non-invasive mechanical ventilation overnight to aid his breathing, owing to the severity of his illness. However, on Wednesday, reports indicated that the Pope had a restful night, waking up in the early hours of Wednesday after experiencing 2 episodes of acute respiratory insufficiency on Monday. His health improved on Tuesday with no further breathing crisis. The medical team also stated that the Pope's condition was stable throughout the day, but his prognosis remained guarded, indicating that he is not yet out of danger. The Pope has not appeared in public since being hospitalized, marking his longest absence since his papacy began in 2013. The duration of his illness remains uncertain. It will be recalled that on the 14th of February 2025, the 88-year-old Pope Francis was admitted to Rome's Gemelli Hospital due to a severe respiratory infection, pneumonia, which required ongoing medical treatment. On Sunday, President Donald Trump declared English as the official language of the United States, arguing that it will foster unity in a country shaped by immigration. He signed an executive order reversing a previous mandate that required federal agencies to assist non-English speakers. While the new order doesn't mandate changes in services, it gives agencies more discretion in deciding how much support to offer in languages other than English. The order states that agencies will still be able to determine the level of support they provide in other languages to best fulfill their mission and efficiently serve the American people. President Donald Trump's new tariff on imports have sparked global concern, with stock markets dropping by 5% and businesses fearing price hikes of up to 10%. The US president, however, insists he's just getting started in his trade war strategy. China, in response, has vowed to fight any war with the US, including a trade war, and has also imposed its own tariffs on American goods, raising prices by as much as 25%. This escalation of trade tension raises fears of a global trade war, with countries potentially adding their own trade barriers. The potential of a global trade war, combined with the immediate impact of the tariffs on prices and economic activity, has created a climate of uncertainty and anxiety for businesses and consumers alike. Dear Priya Victor, reporting for NDTV News.
The first African female to grace the television screen in Nigeria, Anike Agbaje Williams, has passed away at the age of 88 years. Known for her talent and trailblazing spirit, Agbaje Williams was a pioneer staff of Western Nigerian television station, now known as the Nigerian Television Authority. She became a household name in the 1960s when she made her first appearance as an on-air personality for the television station. For details of these and other entertainment stories, let's join Pelumi Aluko.
Anike Agbaje Williams, widely revered for her contribution to the industry and dedication to charitable cause, advocating for social change and empowering communities. Her legacy as a media icon, leader, and a philanthropist will continue to inspire future generations. In a historical moment, Agbaje Williams became the first face to appear on African television, making a debut during the test transmission night and later on the official opening night of the Western Nigerian television station, now known as Nigerian Television Authority, on October 31st, 1959. Also, in addition to her groundbreaking contribution, Agbaje Williams is also credited as the first voice ever heard on the Western Nigerian Broadcasting Service, African first commercial radio station, earning a nickname Double First for her pioneering roles in both television and radio. In a statement signed by a member of the family, Mrs. Banji Shopera, Agbaje Williams passed on peacefully in Ibadan, Oyo State, where she spent most of her lives. She said her death is a moment of great sadness for the entire family as they mourn the loss of a beloved mother and grandmother, whose passing will be felt not just across the country but internationally. Renowned author Chimamanda Adichie launched her latest novel, Dream Count, marking her first release in over a decade. The highly anticipated book has already made waves, topping Amazon UK bestseller list in just 2 days after its release. Our novel Dream Count covers the interconnected lives of 4 women, Chiamaka, Zikora, Omelugo, and Kaduratu, navigating personal and societal challenge in both Nigeria and the United States. The novel weaves a poignant narrative that continues Aditi's tradition of tackling complex social issues with empathy. Our book launch took place at South Bank Centre's Royal Festival Hall in London, United Kingdom, with former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi in attendance and other distinguished guests. In addition, our novel also achieved a successful feat as it has been longlisted for the 2025 Women's Prize for Fiction alongside numbers of prominent works. Adichie took to her Instagram page sharing the exciting news, expressing her thrill at the novel's rapid rise to the top of Amazon UK's charts. Hollywood actress Zoe Saldana marks history as the first American of Dominican origin to win an Oscar as the Best Supporting Actress for Emilia Perez at the 97th Academy Award. The talented actress, known for her role in Avatar, Guardians of the Galaxy, Nearness, and Star Trek, has marked a major milestone in her career. While she's been celebrated for her groundbreaking performance in blockbusters, this recognition brings her decades of hard work to limelight. During her acceptance speech, she expressed gratitude to her family, highlighting her struggle as an immigrant and saying how proud she is of her grandmother who took the brave step to move to the United States in 1961. She said she had never been questioned about her origin, how she spoke, and what her pronouns were. Furthermore, she expressed her gratitude to fellow cast members, the director who helped shape her character, and also emphasized the importance of representation in cinema and encouraged young actors of diverse backgrounds to keep pushing forward. This win cements Saldana's legacy in Hollywood and paves way for more opportunities. Aluku Pelumi reporting for NDTV Entertainment News.
And that's the size of our package. But before we go, a quick look at the closing highlights. The governor of Adamawa State, His Excellency Amadu Fintiri, has stated that Senator Doye Diri is delivering on his campaign promises and changing the narrative of Bayelsa State with a speed and precision that has never been witnessed before. We also brought to you a report that Christians in Bayelsa State on Wednesday joined other counterparts in other parts of the country to observe Ash Wednesday, which marks the beginning of a 40 days fasting period, also known as Lent. Thanks for watching. I am Tari Prido Ikidi.